Hello, namaste, everyone. I'm Charu, a yoga coach, and we are in conversation with VivekG from Rishikesh, India, who's a yoga master and more. Namaste, VivekG. Yes, so we've been talking a lot about meditation series that we've been continuing for the last few weeks. And last time we had a webinar where a group also joined us, and we were talking about meditation in respects to different practices of meditation one could do if they were experiencing low energy, sadness, depression. So we were talking about, what type of practices. And today I thought that we could talk about how long do you think it takes a person to cultivate some benefits from meditation? How long does the actual practice of meditation take before people start to see some results or feel the benefits? Because I think there's a lot of misunderstanding around this, that people think, oh, it's going to take me years and years to cultivate before I get something. So I thought you could answer best what your thoughts on this is.
Yes, okay, very nice question, because yes, sometimes people think that even I get sometimes this kind of people, they say, oh, we are practicing from 30 years, 20 years, or like this, and even they do Kundalini meditation or something and nothing is happening to us. So just by your saying that you are practicing something from 20 years and 10 years, I don't understand much, because I do not know what technique you are using. I do not know how regularly you are using. Sometimes people are doing once a week for 30 years and they think, oh, I'm doing from 30 years. Then it's good to talk for me. It's good to talk. But if you want to do any practice, then it must be 5 to 6 times a week minimum. If you say, okay, one day I am here and there, one day you don't do. And if you can do it at the exact time and exact place every day, then you get quick results. About the timing, we can only say that what is your purpose? Very small purpose, people start getting within a 2 week to 3 week times. They start getting the effect of it. But I think within 2-3 months of regular practicing, here I'm talking about 5 to 6 times a week for particular time period. It also depends type of techniques. So within 2 to 3 weeks, you start feeling the effect of it, but within 2 to 3 months, you start seeing some changes out of it. This is what we can say, but it's not a generalized. We can't do a generalized, we can't give a generalized answer of it, So that this technique will only work for 21 days. Sometimes even a first session when they are learning, then also they may feel some kind of glimpses between or around the body, or between people and their causes, and whatever way they want to understand it. And sometimes people are doing for years, nothing happened. It also depends on your sincerity, the right and correct technique and timing, and regular intervals. So it all together, then you see the results are very quick. And also, are you prepared for it? Are you doing the right technique also? Sometimes people are doing particular meditation and technique, but maybe it's not suiting for them. It may suit to other person. That only a teacher can tell you. Teacher can tell you different kind of techniques. They cannot tell you, if you do this, then within so many days this will happen. Personally, I do not claim this. We cannot claim this. Okay. So it also depends on the sincerity and dedication and honesty about that particular practice.
That makes sense. And I think, like when you, because I've experienced that myself. So if I think back to the times when I was in India, which you were very much there and familiar with, it can be a much more profound experience, because you have an intention to be doing that, to be there for that reason. So what you'll benefit or gain out of it could be on a greater scale than maybe if you are doing it not so often, you know, sitting, you know, maybe not every day, but once a week, twice a week, different experience. And I think that's why, you know, there's a lot of groups that come together to do this practice, so that everybody can be in sync, everybody can be in a focus and discipline that's needed, because I think it's sometimes easier to do in a group setting for those people who don't have the discipline to sit by themselves and do it. At least you have others. Everybody is still individually practicing, but at least you get the group energy, which, you know, this is something that maybe we might be offering in the future. But for now, just to talk about it, that yes, I think that makes a difference, that if you're sitting for many days straight, or you're doing it, you know, not as regularly. I wrote my book, you know, or Modern Yogi, a different kind of memoir, after my many experiences in India around this topic. So I think that one should definitely start, right? There shouldn't be any hesitation to start, because like you said, you still might get something. In the first time you're sitting down to meditate, maybe you get nothing, but even that nothing is something, because it makes you come back for more, to see, oh, what will I get next time?
Yes. Sometimes you don't get anything, then still you get that maybe your technique is not correct, maybe your time is not enough, or something you get out of it. So
Right.
you don't get nothing, but you get something.
Yes, you get something. And I think the other thing that people miss when they think, there's this misunderstanding that, oh, I won't gain anything, it's going to take me years before I notice something. But I think actually it's because they're missing the small, subtle things. So they're missing the signs, they're missing the messages coming to them from divine, from the universe, from intuition. They're missing that. And if they were to pay a little bit more closer attention to these subtle things, then they'll recognize that, oh, actually, my practice is working. Right. Good. Well, we will talk more about meditation. Other questions that come up from people we'll address in our next session. And I think then for today, we will wrap this up and talk more about the questions that people have. And I request everyone to, you know, share your comments and questions with us, because this is a interactive platform. So we would love to hear your thoughts and your questions and comments. So definitely reach out to either myself or VivekG, and our information will be in the description. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, VivekG.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Namaste.